Once again, good afternoon. Thank you for being with us today here at Niagara University. It's a beautiful day outside, a touch chilly, but always gorgeous and even more beautiful when we have announcements like this to make. Today is the Feast of St. Joseph, a carpenter. It is. Thank you. I got that right. A builder, a carpenter. And today we talk about building and building something and growing on the relationship that we have with the Statler Foundation. It is my pleasure to get us started today by introducing the 26th president of Niagara University, the Reverend James J. Marciam. Father.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. We are delighted to have our friends from the Statler Foundation who are here today, and in a particular way, what an exciting event this is for Niagara University. We refer to our relationship with the Statler Foundation that began under the work, who couldn't be with us today, unfortunately, Dean Emeritus Gary Praetzel, Special Assistant to the President, who really established this relationship. It's a legacy partnership, and together we've built a partnership that has provided scholarships for our students to be able to advance in careers in hospitality and tourism. But we've also advanced the field and the industry of hospitality and tourism by sending qualified, well-developed, educated, mission-driven young people into the field who have made incredible impacts in the field of hospitality, together really focusing and forming economic and social development partnerships that advance our region as we go forward. Why is this day so significant? It celebrates the giftedness and the gift of the Statler Foundation, not only to Niagara University, but to our region. Over $1 million has flowed through Niagara University for space for study, for laboratory space, and for student scholarships. This is a living, learning laboratory that we celebrate today. And really what we celebrate in higher education, all of us are being challenged to be able to demonstrate how do we form experiential learning opportunities for our students that take the theory of what they learn in the classroom and help them to apply it so that they develop themselves academically, socially, personally, and spiritually. And that's really what we celebrate today. These are the type of partnerships that differentiate us and help us to form experiential learning opportunities for our students. So I thank all of those, Bob Bennett, the trustees who are here today from the Statler Foundation, Dr. Kurt Stahura, Dr. Tim Ireland, who could not be here today, all of our faculty from the Hospitality College who have put this together, as well as our partners in the College of Business. I'm often stopped on the road these days because of the good work that Tom Burns and Mike Friedman and others in communications do along with the colleges. And alumni ask me a question, do you guys really own a baseball team? I mean, they say, we know Father Mar is a Mets fan, and we know he used to, play baseball mostly badly. But does Niagara University really own a baseball team? And the answer is yes. A collegiate baseball team, the Niagara Power, that already is beginning to attract students to Niagara University in the field of sport management, in business, and in other majors and disciplines as well. A collegiate, not a pro team, a collegiate team that will play in the summer. The students will live on campus this summer, and they'll play at Sal Magley Field. Experiential learning opportunities, laboratories of learning and applied life. That's what this Statler Foundation relationship is for Niagara University, and that's what this house will be. That'll be more than a house. It'll be a place of learning, of growth, of development, and a place where students learn their love and their craft of hospitality. What's my hope and wish for the beginning of the establishment of this Statler House on our campus? This is St. Joseph's Day, so I will ask for an indulgence to be able to quote the Irish today. But the Irish have a saying that hospitality is of the heart. where the human heart truly lives. Initiatives such as these really feed the heart of our students. Students who love the field of hospitality and tourism, who want to make their career path and their life and their home there today. So we thank the Statler Foundation and the leadership who's here today for helping us to be partners in doing that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father, for your words and for your leadership. It is St. Joseph's Day, but us Irish do take the whole month usually as our own. We share it a little bit today, right? Yeah, right up to and then after. So anyway, it is great to be with you. Father did mention leadership from the Statler Foundation who are with us. Please welcome Donna Gioia and Marguerite Colasano, board members, and also Chris Dussel with us today. Thank you for being with us as part of this event. It's a wonderful day to be here. And our next person, also a member of the Statler Foundation, our next speaker. In 2014, we presented him. Niagara University has been a longtime partner, has taught in the College of Education, has been an asset to us. In 2014, we gave him a Legacy of Service Award. But Bob did not take that as a retirement piece at all, because his service now is even greater. He was on the radio Saturday morning and talking about Catholic Charities. He was, Father, from the pulpit at 7 Masses yesterday talking about Catholic Charities at St. Greg's, right? There you go. So he has not given up his service and has been an incredible servant to the Statler Foundation. It is our honor to welcome Mr. Bob Bennett, the Chancellor Emeritus of the New York State Board of Regents and board member of the Statler Foundation. Bob?
Each of the masses yesterday ended with an Irish blessing song. So for 7 times I was in tears after the Mass. St. Patrick's Day really is 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, so it won't end for another 10 days. However, Vive Saint Joseph, right? There you go, you got that. I'm delighted to be here with my colleagues and our administrator. I'm no stranger to Niagara University, and I just would say that the last time we were here, we were up on the 4th floor, and it's the very first time I saw somebody preparing my lunch with those cameras in the kitchen, and then you could see them on the big screen. I went into the kitchen 3 times, and I said, "That's not how you make a peanut butter sandwich." Probably true, right? We've had several hundreds of thousands of dollars invested here, all of which has paid off. I think it's in the millions, actually, since 1992, 26 years of a relationship with Niagara. Now we study abroad, small scholarships, scholarship of excellence, and legacy grants, all 4 categories every year with joy. When we get the scholarship of excellence applications, we get 2 from each of the 12 schools around the country. The ones from Niagara are very difficult because both of them are so terribly qualified. We did say one year, let's just give them both. Because one school sent in some applications that weren't so qualified, but our commitment was 1 per school. But really, you're doing a tremendous job here, and I'm looking forward to opening up your permanent site visit in Ireland, because it will require a site visit, I believe, and I'll be there. What you may not know, when it was, I think it was cold weather almost, when we did take a tour of the village, and we were walking around, and I'm reading here that 10 young women will be living there, and the best way to learn is by doing. You're absolutely right, applied learning. I wish the high schools would get with that a little bit, because learning by doing is the best learning. It just is. It's proven over and over again. I mean, it's true in science, so why wouldn't it be true in every other category as well? I now tell people that Cornell is not the leading hospitality school anymore. Niagara is. You got the complete picture there. You really do. Everything good. Everything. And I must say, you're very persistent. Kurt was always available to us, and the logo that we're using now for the Statler was pretty much researched and produced and given to us by Kurt and his team. And so when you see our letterhead and our annual reports, that's the logo that was developed here. So we're very grateful for that. And keep up the good work. This is a long-term partnership yet ahead. And if there's time a little bit later, after the other speakers, I would like to tell a short story about persistence, because it's very important. But in the meantime, God bless, and thank you very much for inviting us here. This is going to be wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
It is a great way to teach students by doing, and the College of Hospitality and Tourism Management has a long history of that with our students, hands-on learning. Father mentioned Dr. Gary Praetzel, and now that torch and baton is being carried by our next speaker. Please welcome Dr. Kurt Stahura. Dean?
Thank you very, very much. To begin, all of us within the field of hospitality in any capacity would like to thank the Statler Foundation for all you've done for so many. The Statlers, of course, were pioneers. In many respects, they reimagined the experience of staying in a hotel. As a result of this vision, the hospitality world would forever be changed. Colleges, schools, programs around the country and world would now recognize that this field is an art, a science, and a business. Curriculums have continued to evolve to keep up with this international field and the experiences and training therein, such as the one that we're proposing here. The Statler Foundation is a subtle, influential, and elegant thread that ties together generations within the field in need of support of all kinds. The Statler Foundation nurtures those focused students who are fortunate enough to have found their purpose in a field that provides a platform for so many things, like memories. The Statler Foundation provides support for many students who cannot afford the rising cost of practical training. The Statler Foundation also provides support for continued university study, which instills the tools necessary for future success. The same Statler Foundation provides inquisitive students the opportunity to travel and learn about cultures and the definition of service from around the world. In essence, the foundation has been a light, a beacon, guiding those who are continually striving for a dream yet unfulfilled. It's hard to put into words the impact of your kindness and the lives that you've helped shape. I think the relationship between the Statler Foundation and Niagara University is so strong due to the fact that the core tenets of our respective institutions is providing opportunities for those who wish to serve and give back to society. Ideologies surrounding service are so valuable today, and yet they elude so many. With your help, we've had the honor and the privilege of shaping students during a very valuable chapter in their lives. Many of these same impacted students feel that in some way they can bring the world together through hospitality. We would like to honor your foundation for all you've done for so many in the field, Niagara University in particular, by the naming of the Statler House. The grant providing the theory to practice opportunity that Father alluded to will be a monument to the ideal of service. This will be a residential living community located in the center of campus, composed of students from the College of Hospitality and Tourism Management, dedicated to service particularly in ways that cross some of the aforementioned boundaries and cultures. This group of students, with the help of your generous gift, will organize all events, all speakers, all community engagements, small conferences at Niagara University. This will be a high-impact residential experience revolving around the elements of campus events. In doing so, the students will have an opportunity to gain experience while helping to promote Niagara University. There will be a presence within the Statler House throughout the year, including the summer, and this immersive experience will produce Statler scholars with robust resumes who will be the hospitality leaders of the future moving forward. These cohorts represented within the community will be an extension of the foundation's thread. They'll pass along their skills to others as they move out into the world. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been so wonderful to us in the field in general, and we just can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Stahura, for your comments, for being with us today, for your leadership in the college. I did want to point out a couple of the other university leaders who are with us today. The Executive Vice President of the University, Dr. Deborah Colley, is with us. Also from Father Marr's Cabinet, Dr. Derek Wesley, the Vice President for Institutional Advancement, is with us. From Father's Cabinet, Donna Mostiller, the Director of Human Resources. And to prove that Father doesn't hire only people whose names begin with D, Deb, Derek, Donna. Director of Athletics, Simon Gray, is with us as well. And Dr. Pete Butera, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, thanks for being with us this afternoon as well. Great leadership from Father Marr on down throughout the entire campus. It's wonderful to work with these professionals every single day. And our next speaker is a great leader on campus, the Director of Residence Life, Miss Kim Fenton. Kim?
All right, good afternoon. Thank you for being with us to help us celebrate this new partnership between the Statler Foundation and Niagara University. And we are certainly celebrating this wonderful opportunity for our students. First, I'd like to thank the Statler Foundation for this remarkable gift for our students and to recognize the efforts of Dean Kurt Stahura in making this opportunity a reality for our students. It doesn't take long after you set foot on our campus at Niagara to realize what a special community we have here. And then when you take all of those purple eagles and you put them together living on campus, giving them the opportunity to move in here and really make this their home, that effect of our university community is amplified. Our residence halls are a vibrant center of student life within the Niagara community and the home of our Purple Pride. At Niagara, we refer to living on campus as a truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We know that the residential experience can provide so many doors to help students to grow personally, to offer them opportunities for academic success, to provide them a support system of skilled residence life staff members who truly care for them as individuals and our community advisor staff, and for those students to come into their own of who they are. Living on campus enhances the university experience as well. We know that 94% of our students who stay on campus for all 4 years will persist to graduation. And we know that resident students are more likely to be engaged in campus organizations and events and to connect with their peers. So we know there's something truly special happening in our halls. I've personally spent 3 years of my career living on campus, in our residence halls in community with our students. And I can personally attest that our halls are really opportunities and environments for support, for community, and for study. In residence life, our goal is always to support students' academic pursuits first and foremost. As wonderful as the living on campus experience is, we know that that's their primary goal, is to be successful students. And the way that we support that mission is by caring for students first as individuals and making sure that they have all the tools and resources that they need to make sure that they can be successful. And we are so thankful to the Statler Foundation for making this gift an opportunity for our students. This gift represents an opportunity for our students to come into their own in terms of their professional lives and to really establish the foundation of Niagara University in our alumni base and really further that reputation beyond and throughout the community as well at large. So we are very thankful for that. This also represents an opportunity for Niagara to take a step forward in the field of higher education and to really do something that's innovative and different and offer that really, again, truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We're excited to have this living learning model here on campus and this living learning laboratory for our students. And we know that this is really going to advance the already special community that we have for our students as well. So again, I would just like to thank the Statler Foundation for choosing the residential environment as the home for this wonderful partnership. So we thank you again and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kim, for your work and for working with the students. I cannot imagine that it's an easy task to be with students at that capacity all the time, but we do have wonderful students, and it's great to have people like Kim working hand in hand with them as we develop students in every aspect of their college experience. A couple other people I just want to say hi to while we're up here. Faisal Marani from the Marani Hotel Group, and Mike Marsh, thanks for being with us, great partners of ours. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. We talk about the Statler House experiential learning, and we talk a lot here about the power of Niagara University. That power lands on our students. It is our students who live that power every day. They take that power into the world when they work here, when they do internships and practicums, which they do in great numbers, and then they take it out into the world when they graduate. In less than 2 months, this young lady will be graduating from Niagara University in just 4 short years. It is my pleasure to introduce Erin Clark, a student in the College of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Erin?
Hi, my name is Erin Clark. I'm a senior here at Niagara. I'm both a tourism and a Spanish major on campus, along with involved in many clubs and study abroad opportunities that the Statler Foundation has allowed me to make happen. So I lived on campus for 2 years, and then I moved off campus, but my 2 years on campus was the most amazing experience of my life. I made my best friends that I'll have forever, and there's nothing I would have changed to make that happen. From your sibling to your college roommate, each has a large impact on you as you're growing up and figuring out your life. College is one of the most important times of your life, and it's important to surround yourself with people that have similar values as you, as the Statler House would provide. The Statler House would be a perfect opportunity for these girls to get prepared for the next chapter in their life. Being a senior at Niagara, I've experienced this firsthand, and throughout the last 4 years have been able to have similar experiences by living and working with friends and coworkers. Each experience was unique and has had a lasting impact on my life. I'm independent, yet can work in a team, and have become more passionate about hospitality than ever before. The new Statler House would allow other students to have the opportunity to work in a living, learning community environment where they can help each other grow and get the most out of their college experience. The College of Hospitality and Tourism Management is constantly looking for ways to further the application of our studies. Our 800-hour required service industry work prior to graduation and real-life experiences in the classroom are just a few examples of what Niagara has done to set us ahead of other graduates. There are opportunities to gain experience around every corner, and the Statler House is one of those opportunities that would set them apart from the crowd and make themselves more marketable after graduation. In the future, everyone will have to learn to work together in some aspect, and the earlier you can learn these skills, the better off you will be in the long run. In my own experience, I worked on campus over the summer between my freshman and sophomore years and lived with my coworkers. I learned the importance of communication, made lifelong friendships, and worked in an environment that allowed me to grow as a person. The Statler House may not be for everybody, but it will truly prepare you for the real world. This is an opportunity like no other, and I would have taken advantage of it if I had the opportunity, but I'm graduating, so. I think the Statler House is a monumental step for Niagara University, and I honestly cannot wait to see the impact it'll have on the college and the university as a whole. So I just want to take a moment to thank the Statler Foundation for what you've done for the university and for what you've done in the past up until now. Thank you.